everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man on the so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that's Let's Talk Football. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Hallelujah. Let's Talk Football Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. You see what's on the chest. You know what it is. But hey, I gotta shout out my guy. My guy, Dylan Walsh, is with me. What up, Dylan? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than I should be doing because for all intents and purposes, my team will be sacrificed on the mountain of Mount Tom Brady. And we'll bring somebody in to talk about that a little bit later. I know she's excited. I already know she's excited. So, hey, Dylan, I got to say, man, first and foremost, we got to do something real quick. Got to shout out. It was Veterans Day a couple days ago. Happy Veterans Day, man, to all the veterans out there. We appreciate you. We love you so very, very much. I got veterans through my family. Dylan, you got
Yeah. All my grandparents are veterans.
There we go. I like that, man. So yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to them, and man, we appreciate you so very much. Have to give you that little moment. And also one more thing, a former Washington Redskin and New York Giant, Sam Huff, recently just passed away. It's man, he was with the Washington organization in the broadcast for like I think 30, almost 40 years, like 38 years. He was amazing. He was one of those people that for those of you that turned off like the TV broadcast and listened to the radio, like I would be driving a lot of time during the games and I would always listen to radio broadcasts. Sam Huff, Sonny Jurgensen, those guys, Al Michael, those guys were in there, and it made you feel like home. He is always embedded in my mind as something that's part of the Washington organization. So, and a reminder of the good old days when we won Super Bowls. So long ago. So yeah, RIP, man. Prayers and well wishes to him, to his family, and everybody supported around him. So we are here Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 12:12. So in less than 50 minutes, these games will start. Hopefully, you got your fantasy football lineups checked out. I might be looking off, trying to get that stuff set up. I don't know. I'm not doing great. No.
Yeah. My quarterback's out this week.
Who's your quarterback?
Kyler Murray.
Who's your backup? Do you get a backup?
Carson Wentz. I saw because he's playing Jaguars, so I'm feeling fine with it.
Listen, Carson Wentz, man. I do think we need to talk about that just for a second. Carson Wentz. And we've noted the struggles and everything he's been going through. Carson Wentz has been kind of creepily doing great. Like
Carson Wentz has been really like you'll have games where he's amazing, and then you'll have like 3 or 4 of this awful plays. Like the one pick six where he tried to throw it left-handed to the Titans defender, and then the one where he threw it in overtime into triple coverage.
Right.
But then you'll have games where like he throws for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And see, that's the thing. And see, Carson Wentz can get the job done. I mean, this is 2-3 years removed from the man that had led the Eagles to an 11-2 record and was MVP material before he, unfortunately got hurt.
Dove into the end zone and tore his ACL.
The only thing that stands at Carson Wentz's way is maybe Nick Foles, because he can't get past that. He holds on to that like Matt Ryan in a 28-3. But look, we got to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, let's get into these 1:00 games, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, listen, Dylan, we're going to go ahead and start with the leading team in the AFC right now, the Tennessee Titans. They play the 5-3 Saints. Dylan, what do you think about this one, man?
All right, yeah. So Saints just lost their quarterback, Jameis Winston. They're starting Simeon over Taysom Hill. Beat the Bucks 2 weeks ago. For some reason, I can't remember what happened last week though. Let
me check that out. I think they lost to they lose to Atlanta.
Yeah, they lost to Atlanta. They made a good comeback against Atlanta, but then Cordell Patterson had a huge catch in the field goal range. So they're coming off a loss. The Titans have just lost probably top 5 player in the league in Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. They came and played against one of the top teams in the NFC, the Rams, and just beat them badly. Mm-hmm. Their defense, which has a lot of holes, and also I think they're missing like 3 of their starting corners on IR because of injuries. They came in, they picked off Stafford twice. Byard had a pick 6. And but Saints this week are missing their starting left tackle, Teron Armstead, and they're missing Alvin Kamara. Yeah. So I think the Titans definitely have the advantage in this game.
You would think so, man. You would think so. Now, and then you mentioned did you mention Julio?
Oh yeah, Julio just got put on IR as well.
Right. So and how how big of an impact do you think that is? You do not have Henry. You do not have Julio. What is that going to do?
They've been missing Julio for a bit though. I think 2 or 3 weeks now.
Right.
So they've already adjusted that. They just signed. I think they just signed Josh Reynolds. Mm-hmm. They just cut Josh Reynolds. Okay. So they're the Rams signed Josh Reynolds. Yeah. So they're a bit low on wide receivers, but they have that one rookie. What's his name? Something Westbrook, who's been good. Mm-hmm. And I think they've already adjusted to what they have to be right now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And like you mentioned before, Kamara being out is gonna play a major role. Because he's not only dominant in the running game, but he's also very active in the pass game. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, isn't he their leading receiver?
Yes, I would because Thomas is done for the year officially now.
Right.
So their number 1 receiver is Traquan Smith, and that's just not very good.
Right. And Callaway's had good moments, but no. But look, so I do have to say this though, because I kind of agree with you. The Saints are they struggling, but the Titans are now deemed the best team in the AFC. They're 7-2. We've seen the victories that they've had, but many other number 1 teams in the AFC have fallen. We talked about the Bengals 2 weeks ago. They were the best team in the AFC, and they lost 2 straight. You talk about the Ravens Thursday night. Yeah. We saw that. You know what I'm saying? And then Buffalo has struggled this whole year.
Buffalo lost to Jaguars.
Right. So, I mean, what does that say? Like, is this the best in the AFC? Is that almost like a jinx? Like, is that a –
What? Because – what's it? Yeah, the Chiefs that everyone going into the season thought was going to be the best team in the AFC. They've fallen off. You've had the Chargers at one point the best team in the AFC. They lost to the Patriots and nearly lost to the Eagles.
Yep.
You have Titans are there right now, and then the Ravens were up there. They just lost to the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. The Bengals lost to the Jets and then got just demolished by the Browns.
Right. I mean look. So this thing being the best in the AFC, it is really kind of scary if title to hold because everybody's coming for the top, and it's just a little bit different than it is in the NFC where you have your 2, 3, 4 teams that are head and shoulders.
Yeah, because right now I would say there's probably 5 teams in the NFC better than the best team in the AFC.
Right.
So
it's gonna be interesting. It's going to be interesting this fall. But look, we have to move on, and we're going to stick in the AFC to one of those aforementioned teams. The Buffalo Bills, coming in at 5-3, are playing the 2-6 Jets. Hey, look, Dylan, Mike White, he's returning. Let's see if the Cinderella season can continue, man. What do you think, man?
Mike White's back. Him and Elijah Moore have been really, really like a nice duo the past week and a bit when Mike White played last week. The Jets have just had some insane backup quarterback performances.
Yes,
Like Josh
yes.
Johnson by Mike White. Even if they did, their defense just has been awful. They let 50 to Patriots, 45 to the Colts Thursday. But they're not even. It's not like they were injured or anything. It's that healthy team that just can't keep up with the offenses. And the
Right.
Bills have one of the best offenses in the league.
But
But
like
they
you-
put up
you-
6 points to the Jaguars
Right,
last week.
we have to say that they put up 6 points. We've seen the struggles that the Bills have had recently. Look, in the last 3 weeks, they're 1-2. They put up
Yeah.
31 against Tennessee in a loss. They had struggled.
They only put up like 23 against the Dolphins. I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dolphins defense looks good, especially Thursday they blitz Lamar every single play, and that's how you stop them.
Well, that's what happened. Right, 0 blitz, just go right after Lamar. Let's see.
Honestly, I think that's the way that most teams are going to start. Like they're going to watch that game. That's how most teams are going to play Lamar now. So the
Yeah.
Ravens need to learn how to stop the 0 blitz and use like Marquise Brown more and Mark Andrews more.
Yeah. And see, that's going to be very, very interesting because we're definitely going to talk about the Ravens a little later. My guy Nathan Snell hops on here because he needs to address that 22-10 loss to Miami because somebody need to talk about it. I'm just saying that.
They should have given the touchdown to the right guard. The right guard just should have got the touchdown.
Right. That was such a moment.
He jukes out a player and dives into the end zone. They just go,
Come on, man. Look, hey, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. Yo, shout out to Miss Hughes, my dear Catherine, saying, "Oh, I see two of my favorite people. Way to go, Dylan." And she has a question. Do you think that Detroit could possibly win?
We're
Hold
talking
up.
about this.
We're going to talk about that a little later. We're going to talk about it a little later. Shout out to Captain Hughes. Let's go. Yo, Dylan, we have to move on. So we talked Bills, we talked Jets, and that one. Again, we're both saying Buffalo, correct? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be close, though, I think.
Right. Or does Mike White have another 400-yard performance? That's my
Yes.
question. He does.
Yes.
He does.
I trust him.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think, but then they get Corey Davis back this week, so
Right.
he hasn't had Corey Davis either of the weeks he's played. So this is his first week with Corey Davis.
This is going to be very, very interesting. All right, we have to move on to, ladies and gentlemen, a game that I personally think is going to be a preview of a AFC wild card game this year. The Browns are playing the New England Patriots. The Patriots 5-4. The Browns 5-4. The Browns will be without Chubb, who is on a COVID protocol. Hunt still on IR. They will be with Dearness Johnson, right?
Yeah, Dearness Johnson.
Right.
But also, the Patriots are missing Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson and James White. So both teams are without their top 3 running backs.
Yeah. See? So now, and it makes you wonder what kind of game, because now it's going to put Baker on a spotlight. Can Baker do it? And Baker, who we've seen his struggles throughout the year, is going up against a 4th-ranked Patriots defense, man.
But Baker last week was really nice. Donovan Peoples-Jones had a huge touchdown. Chubb was in the passing game a lot, but now they don't have Chubb, so
yeah,
see what that happens. Austin Hooper has not been used as much as I thought he would be this year as well. They've been leading one in the Njoku this year.
Right. And Njoku's got definitely some action. I thought Hooper was going to be the next guy when he came over there, but he really has not. He hasn't been as productive as he was where in Atlanta.
I think he's got a better chance now, though, with Beckham gone. Odell's finally gone.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I said this last year. With Odell Beckham gone, when he was hurt and off the field last year, they actually did better.
I mean, what's it? Baker and Odell had a negative relationship, so Baker Mayfield wouldn't throw to Beckham. Beckham wouldn't run his routes as well for Baker, so they didn't want to play with each other. So when Beckham goes out, you have another guy that wants to play and do stuff. So and that makes your offense better because you don't just have one of your 5 eligible receivers doing nothing.
Right. And that offense is a very high running offense.
Yeah.
Okay. They're running the ball. That's their bread and butter, especially when Chubb and Hunt are in the game. So he didn't want to block. He didn't want to run out here and just, done dummy routes just to block and bring guys off. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I think this is, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later. I think it's a good move that he's over there, where he's at with the Rams, and hopefully he'll do his thing. But I think actually, honestly, I think both sides are going to be better off because of it.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely have to. Oh, yeah, I said Odell is playing for the Rams. We shout out all of you that are here watching us. Appreciate you on here. And we have to move on. We have to move on to a team that my partner here first came on here talking about, but we see what he's wearing now. But your family feels another way. Is your family hyped today? How's your family feel today?
But
We're talking Steelers.
We thought that this was going to be a nice, easy game. But then last night, Roethlisberger's out. Friday, they said Claypool was going to be out. Juju's done for the year. It's been for a while. I think that's all we're missing, though. So we still have a good amount of our starters. We have everyone on defense still. So, yeah, we have that going for us. But then... the Lions have all their the only player they're missing is Jamal Williams this week. So that means DeAndre Swift's gonna have a bigger role. But I remember the last time Swift or Williams was out against the Eagles, DeAndre Swift did not play well.
Right. So
he's going against one of the best defenses in the league.
We'll see, and this is the thing, okay? That's I think where we're gonna figure out how this game is won. The defense of the Steelers, we know how great they are, versus the offense of the Lions. And Jared Goff, he hasn't had a horrible year, but it hasn't been great. But all things considering, he's doing the best he can. Swift has had great games. Last week it wasn't.
Yeah. Last week he had a bye week, but in the week.
I mean 2 weeks ago, yeah, it was very subpar. I was like, wait a minute, you know what I mean?
30 yards and a fumble.
Right.
I know his exact stats because I have him on fantasy.
Right. See that? DeAndre Swift, he got something to say about it, man. Come on. Let's go. But yeah, so last week, but normally, overall, he has been doing great.
He's definitely had a way better year than he did last year.
Right. So, and look, I'm telling you, if there was a day when it could happen, we already talked about Big Ben is out. Chase Claypool, your guy, Chase Claypool is out.
Yeah.
If there was a day that it could happen,
it's today.
It's today.
I'm picking the Lions.
Oh, here it is, man. You know what? We're both going on it. I'm going with the Lions. And ladies and gentlemen, it begs the question.
That make me crazy.
It might make us crazy, but hey, there it is.
We're going to pick the Lions every week until they go 0-17.
Let's go. You heard it here first. Dylan Wall said we will pick the Lions every week until they go.
After this week, they only have, I would say, 3 winnable games. They have the Bears that they could possibly win on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They have the Broncos, which they could possibly win. And then the Falcons right after Christmas that they could possibly win. So the other games are Packers, Seahawks, Cardinals, Vikings, and Browns.
You got 3 chances, Bears. 3.
Yeah, 4 chances.
4.
4
potentially
chances.
4. He's giving you 4. Let's go, Chicago. Let's go, Detroit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Detroit, we need it. This week is happening. Last week.
It would be the most Lions thing to win just enough games so they don't get the first overall pick.
That happens.
I think it's happened the past 3 years.
Right.
They're always top 3, but they're never number 1.
Right. Absolutely. So all right, man. Yeah, we know what it is. We're hoping for it. At the end of the day, Mason Rudolph is coming in for Big Ben. The numbers really have not fallen off when he's come in for him. And obviously he has no Juju. He has now no Chase Claypool, but he still has those other guys.
He has James Washington, who is his college teammate at Oklahoma State.
Exactly.
So you have another college duo.
Right. But
honestly, I think Haskins should start. Because Haskins has been really good and was really good in preseason. and he's now in a new environment. So I think if he starts, he could possibly be like the next quarterback for years going on.
Well, see, that's my question. Why is it that it was given to Mason Rudolph? I mean, is it because
Mason Rudolph's been there longer, and the Steelers don't like change. That's what you see. That's why most of their players are drafted by them, even if they aren't very good. That's why they had Artie Burns for so long, even though he was awful. I mean, I guess the Packers do the same thing with Kevin King, but
yeah, I mean that's the thing. See, look, so I got my guy Kyle Yacy out here talking about the Lions have been put up a fight in every game. Exactly.
Except for the Eagles.
Well,
that was a 38-point game.
And then wait, and the last one, when the last one pretty ugly too. Hold up, let me
They've lost by one possession in every single game except for Bears, Packers. Oh no, there's a lot of games that won. Yeah. They've only been the
it was the Eagles. It was the Eagles. Yeah, you're right.
It's the Eagles. The Bengals beat them pretty badly a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But they put up a fight against the Rams. They've lost on a 66-yard field goal against the Ravens. Lost on a 58-yard field goal.
They've been in the games.
Yeah.
They've been there. They can do it. Today is the day. It has to happen. But reality probably says that it's going to be a close one, and they're going to have a shot.
They're going to lose on a game-winning field goal.
Right. They're going to give it up. It happens. Appreciate you joining us. Kyle, you have another comment. I'm going to bring it up a little bit later. Hopefully you can hop on here and talk a little bit. Oh, man. Here we go. And he is on here. We're going to talk about that one in just a second. But before we do, I do want to get your take. Jags, Colts. Listen, Carson Wentz, we talked about him before. He's not that bad.
Yeah. Carson Wentz is definitely like an overhated quarterback. He's because he has a lot of plays that go viral where he's just being awful. He has a really good game and 3 bad plays, and everyone focuses on the 3 bad plays.
Right now, listen. He's fought through a lot of stuff. He lost but he's always been consistent.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, we saw the game that they played against the Rams, and they only lost 27-24, and he got hurt late in that game. He was going toe to toe with them. You know what I mean? That defense has it, but look, the biggest thing that he has in his favor is that duo, that running back receiver, Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah. And also, the Jaguars are fully healthy this week. They have James Robinson. They have Trevor Lawrence. He was injured for a bit last week, I remember. Yeah. But the Colts missing Xavier Rhodes. Marlon Mack's a healthy scratch, which is interesting. They're finally just deciding not to play him anymore.
He's been out all year, though, right?
No, he's been playing. He's just been the 3rd string this year.
Really? I didn't even know he was. I looked at the depth chart. I was like, he's still on the team.
He tore his Achilles last year, and he's just kind of there this year because Naheem Hines is their pass catching back, and Jonathan Taylor's the workhorse. So they don't really have a need for him. They've been trying to trade him this season.
Interesting.
Probably going to leave in the offseason. Not probably. Definitely going to leave in the offseason.
Definitely going. Yeah. Definitely going. But look. Look. The Colts are. This is my team. I think they're coming into the wild card. I think they're going to.
I also think they'll make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. I think they're going to sit here and challenge the Titans, who are. I mean, obviously the Titans have the one up. Look, they've won the last 4 out of the last 6 games, and the only 2 losses were the Titans.
Yeah, and the Titans have beaten the Colts. Yeah, so the Titans have the tiebreaker now, so they have to get more wins than the Colts.
So they can't really get over the Titans, but this looks like one of those type of games that they would potentially meet the Titans in the playoffs somehow.
Yeah,
and then have to play them and get in that 3rd battle, man. Honestly, but we got to shout out the Jaguars because we now know after last week's game when they did beat the Buffalo Bills that the Jaguars have the real Josh Allen.
The better Josh Allen.
Right. Number 41 at linebacker had a sack, a fumble, and a pick. Right.
All on Josh Allen.
All on Josh Allen, man. And hey, shout him out, man. I didn't even know he existed, and now I know he's the real one. He exposed the fake Josh Allen. Shout out to him.
I remember he was at Kentucky. He was amazing at Kentucky, and he went number 7 overall when he's supposed to go like number 3 overall. But I think what team reached? Probably the Jets. I think it was the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably, that's just a safe option.
They always do that. That's the
Jets.
Let's
it's
go.
the Jets.
Yo, we have to move on. And ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Canada, I have a representative of the Atlanta Falcons fan club. This guy, Mr. Kyle Yacey. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on?
How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
You know, man, football Sunday. Always a pleasure. Always here to see the upsets,
There you go.
the failures and everything, the wins, the losses, you know it.
Oh yeah. So look, hey, you said it. Your name, you put on your name is upsets. Look, Falcons, they're 4-4, a lot better than a lot of people thought they were gonna be.
Yeah.
Can they pull this off today?
Honestly, like my heart, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it can happen, honestly. It really depends on how Matt Ryan's going to play, to be quite honest. It depends on how the left tackle is going to play. It depends on a lot of factors here. But I do think that Calvin Ridley being out, and like, you know, I hope he gets the recovery that he needs, obviously. But it's going to let other people shine on that team. Like, you know, we're going to see Zacchaeus shine. We're going to see Gage if he actually has what it takes to be a wide receiver, right?
Yes.
Like, so I think it's possible. I think Dallas very likely could win this game, but you never know. Anything could happen, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Yo, I'm gonna go to my guy over here, Dylan. What's the injuries looking like on both teams?
The Falcons are fully healthy this week, except for the people on IR, like Calvin Ridley on non-football injury list. While the Cowboys are missing a left tackle again, Tyron Smith, but he's been injured a lot this year. Well, last year they've done well without him already, so I don't think it's too much of a thing. But that's about it. It's only one injury.
Only one? Okay. Cool. Now look, Kyle, I know you've been a fan of the team. I have to go back to last year's matchup. Yeah. You guys are winning until Greg Zuerlein came with the craziest kick, the watermelon kick. I don't even know what it was. What did you think? What does that make you feel? How does it make you feel, man?
Okay, so I gotta tell you where I was when this kick happened. So like, I was working my second job. Okay, so I'm literally sitting in the parking lot trying to catch the game, and I caught a YouTube feed in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm watching. I'm like, no way, man. The Falcons are gonna win this game. Like, I think this is actually gonna happen. This is crazy. And then I saw the kick, and I'm like, I lost it in my car. Lost it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how do you manage to screw that up so bad? Like,
right.
I remember 2 years ago now, Young Hoiku got 3 onside kicks in a game in Thanksgiving against the Saints.
Yeah.
I remember that. The Falcons are always an onside kick drama for some reason.
Oh, man. I don't understand it. But, hey, you know what? Like, I'll take it. The fact that even if we don't win any games for the rest of the season, man, the fact that we beat the Saints when Tampa Bay lost, I'll take it. I'll take it.
There you go. Now, look, I do have to say this. All right. We talked about Ridley. Ridley's been hurt. You know, there's really kind of – before that, there's an absence kind of a running game.
Yeah.
Cordero Patterson.
Such a stud, man. Such a stud.
Wow. Come on. Talk to us.
You signed him. Like, you know what's funny is I picked him up actually in my fantasy league as like I kind of had a feeling he was going to be something else too, and he ended up being now my permanent flex is what he's going to be actually. Yep. But yeah, I personally think that you need to sign him. Whatever you got to do to move around cap space, you got to keep him on that team. Like, that's your running back one. That's your point maker, right? Like, get rid of Mike Davis. We tried him out. He didn't do much. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. And yeah, like that's a must keep, especially in this kind of situation, I think. So
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, one more thing while I got you. We know your quarterback. He's been the leader of you guys, Matt Ryan. Yeah. Okay, he's 12th in passing with 2,157 yards. He still leads the way. Yeah. I know some fans are kind of like, I'm done with Matt. Let's move on. How are you feeling about Matt?
I wouldn't say I'm done with Matt, but I think at this late in the game, and especially with how old he is, like, you need that franchise or whoever your next upcoming quarterback is going to be. Whether you don't play him for a year or two, you need those couple of years to develop. And realistically speaking, you maybe have Matt Ryan for another good, maybe 2 years. And that's even pushing it, probably, I would say. Considering he doesn't really have a running game and stuff, like, I still think he has it. But you still need that quarterback. They should be drafting quarterback first round next season. Yeah. They have to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
My man. So, all right, you're giving us a prediction. You're hoping you win. What's your prediction? What's the score? What do you think?
I'm gonna say like, oh my gosh, 24-14 for Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's what I'm going with. But boys, I'm actually gonna peace out. I'm gonna start drinking a little early. Go check out all the early games and stuff. So it's been a pleasure. I'll tune in a bit.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you being on here, buddy. Nice. Dylan, what you got? What do you think is going to happen?
I think the score is going to be 34-31 Cowboys. I think they're going to win a
34.
field goal. Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get as close as possible for every Cowboys game.
Right. Hey, gotta shout out my guy. Gotta shout him out. Matter of fact, do I have it on here? I think I have it on here. Yep. Hey, he almost called the last one. Dylan, what you got, man?
But I'm still taking the Cowboys. I think Trayvon Diggs is going to carry his interception streak, and I think it's going to be more of a defensive battle than what we're used to with the Cowboys. I'm going to pick Cowboys 20-17.
It was 19-17, I think the score was.
No, it was 2016.
2016. I know.
Let's-
1 point off.
You already knew, man. You had it, man. You had it. So, hey, I'm definitely going to be coming back to you. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you already know what I'm wearing, okay? And you already know who I represent. I represent guys like that number 99. And they say things like, I want Tom. Well, I got somebody that's about to come on here that says, you know what? Bring it on. My buddy, my girl, Katie Alverson. What up, Katie?
Hello. It's Tom
see
Brady
this.
season.
Be
Oh,
afraid.
Oh, yeah. I got the goat on.
Oh, I see that.
And Chase Young is still trying to find him.
He's going to find them. He's ready. You know, and it's funny. I was watching a preview show earlier today, and then they addressed it in a different way. They were saying this is actually an Ohio State versus Michigan thing. A precursor to what's coming up.
So are you Michigan or are you Ohio State?
Oh, I'm definitely against Ohio State. I'm Michigan on that one. Oh, yeah. I can go that way on that one. I'm a fan of Michigan against Ohio State. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I've been watching the pregame over here dealing with, my teenager. But anyway, yeah, Tom's ready to take it on.
Well, I'm interested to see what now we know he has no Gronk.
No
and
Gronk,
we know
no AB, but we still have Godwin, we still have Evans, Fournette. We have lots of offensive weapons without those two.
Oh, very true. Very true. And look, I'm not fighting against you on this. Look, if you want to look for somebody that has the last pass defense in the league, last ranked pass defense in the league, that's us. If you want to look to a team that has the lowest third down percentage, that's us. All intents and purposes, you should crush us.
I hope, but we'll see what happens.
Right. However, it is very cold. Tom, your boy said it's a lot colder in DC than it is in Tampa.
Right. He's gotten used to the warm weather.
Exactly. Tom's used to cold as well. Tom's used to cold, but the rest of that team ain't used to it. Let's go.
Also, the last time in
football game and a Tampa Bay victory.
Yeah.
You know me, I defend this guy to the end of
I respect it. I respect it. Go ahead, Dylan. What are you saying?
Last year, the wild card game where Heineke nearly led them to the win last year. So this is a rematch of that game because Washington's at home again, playing against Brady, where a game they're not supposed to be anywhere near. So I can think it's going to be a close game this week.
It could be. On paper, I would have to disagree, but in reality, I think, like you said, this was the game that kind of put Heineke on the map. And at the same time, if you go back and ask the Tampa Bay coaches, they were like, look, we didn't know who he was. We didn't know how to game plan for this guy. We didn't know he had wheels. So there are some issues on that Tampa Bay defense. Justin Pierre-Paul has, I believe, a torn labrum.
Yep. We got some injuries on our defense, but
right,
we're still locked and loaded.
Oh yeah. Look, as long as
White.
There it is. As long as Tom Brady's suiting up, I understand. I'm not sitting here trying to be crazy, but we will win.
We beat both of your teams in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Can we go to college basketball, Katie? Let's talk about that. All right.
Well, I'm undefeated in basketball, and
I think we are too.
Football, and we're going to the college football playoffs.
Oh, we will see. We will see. So look, you still have, like you said, Maryland. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, Katie is a diehard Michigan Wolverine fan, loving her boys.
I bleed blue before I bleed anything.
There we go. Now, how do you feel about the game against Penn State? Because that was close.
That was a gritty win.
Yeah.
And I have to give it up to my boy Eric All, who I met after the Indiana game last week, because I went to the Indiana game.
Yeah.
And he is one of the nicest, most humble players I've ever met. And let me just tell you, I was so happy for that young man yesterday when he got that touchdown that secured the win for us, because of his humility and his grace and how just nice he is.
I like that.
So it couldn't have happened to a better tight end. And I was so happy for Coach that he turned the post-game press conference interview over to him. And all I got to say is we need Thunder and Lightning to get healthy before the Ohio State game.
Yeah.
It'll be hard for Haskins to take that load on all by himself versus the Ohio State defense. So he needs to get healthy, but my boy Aiden and my boy David Ajabu and Hutchinson, best two corners in all of college football.
Okay.
They need their own name. I'm trying to think of what would be the perfect Thunder and Lightning name for them, but I'm hopeful. I told Cade McNamara last week after the Indiana game, I said, you will beat Ohio State.
There we go. We'll see. I hope he does for your sake. Yeah. I hope he does.
I think for more than the player's sake, but for my coach's sake, he needs to win out.
Yeah, I agree. So look, real quick, while we have you, Washington, Tampa Bay, what is your prediction for the score? What do you think is going to happen?
28-21 Tampa.
Okay. Ooh. I like that. Dylan, what do you think?
I was going to go 28-24 Tampa.
Yeah. I'm going to go 28-17 Tampa. I don't think we're going to score that many, and that might even be 28-13 because we've had an inability to score, and it's cold outside.
Faith in your team there, Sean.
Listen. I love my team. I absolutely love them, but I'm being realistic right now. All I
want for my nephew in Arkansas is a Lions win. That young man,
yes,
who is the most diehard Lions fan of a little kid I've ever met.
Yeah,
my dad and my brother and him are going to the game on Thanksgiving Day. All I want for my nephew is a Lions victory today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hey, shout out to him. We all picked it. We picked it on the show. Lions, we're going to continue to pick you guys until you get in here and get this W, man. Hopefully it will be today. Shout out to Kyle, who's on the show, says if Tampa loses, it's not because of Tom Brady, it's because of that D-line. Yeah.
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah. So, and he's a diehard Falcons fan. He said, would love the Falcons took a wild card spot. Right now, they're the last team in. So, hey, hopefully they can make it happen. Katie, love you dearly. Appreciate you being on here. Yeah. The love will end for about 3 hours, and then we'll come back together and love again.
Can I just say one thing, basketball? Yeah. Coach K got his 1100th win yesterday.
Coach K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see, they did a tribute to him in the first game, wasn't it? It was the first game, right?
Yep.
It was beautiful. It was emotional. Like I look, I'm North Carolina. You guys know through and through, but I have the utmost respect and admiration for Coach K. He is, man among men. Like, he's amazing, and this is one of those seasons I'm really excited to see. Hope we beat you guys, but I'm really excited to see it.
We can talk more about that on Let's Talk College Basketball.
There it is. There it is. The preview. It's out there, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming. Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate you being with us. You're welcome,
and may the best team win today.
There it is. There it is. I will definitely be talking to you afterwards and during, most likely. See you, Katie. Guys. Yeah. So, yes, absolutely love it. Really quickly, wanted to go into, before we hit to the 4:00 games, I got my guy Nathan Snell in here. I want to see, Nate, if you are with us, I'm gonna bring you on here, because Nate, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
We are doing all right. We were doing all right. So, look, real quick, would you like to really address Baltimore real quick? We can definitely hit that, or do you want to? I was going to let you go briefly through all the other games we had already addressed.
Baltimore's covering a multitude of sins. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Still have an MVP quarterback.
But
yeah,
covering a multitude of sins.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yo, shout out to my guy, Big Nate, the host of Big Nate's Talk podcast, killing it, man. I saw the what you sent me, the Spotify and all that stuff. You're on point, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're doing it. So, all right, real quick, Nate, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna hit the games, and you just tell me what you think, who's gonna win, and where you at. All right. Titans, Saints.
Titans.
Bills, Jets.
Bills, but something tells me they're going to do the same thing against Jacksonville.
Wow, yes.
I think I'm close to picking the Jets now, thinking about it.
I'm telling you, we're kind of leaning after what we saw last week. So, yeah, we're with you. Yo, Browns, Patriots. Yeah. And the upset, Steelers, Lions. We are, you know who we picked, man.
The Detroit Lions are going to get their first win today.
Yeah.
That make me crazy.
There we go. Let's go. We're still on board, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. The Jaguars and the Colts.
I'm going to say Indianapolis on this one.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Shout out to my guy Kyle Yacy that just came on live from Alberta, Canada, talking about his Falcons. The Cowboys versus the Falcons.
Falcons.
Ooh, I like that. And our team, Washington versus Tampa. You picking them?
Picking them. Confident. I just feel like Washington's going to come out and surprise TB12.
That make me crazy.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but it had to happen, man.
Listen. I know Kate was on here. Kate, I don't know you that well. I love you, but something tells me I'm going to see the remnants of like when they played the Saints a week or so ago. Something tells me.
Look at that. Anthony Handy saying me too. Shout out to Anthony Handy. Hey man, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Anthony Handy. I'm Shout Out King. All right, whatever it is. Anthony Handy, Nate, Ab, Sydney, all of us came on Big Nate's Talk podcast, and we had a little season halftime preview. Man, Nathan was going off. Anthony was going off doing his thing, man. Absolutely,
he definitely was.
Yeah. So definitely Washington versus Tampa. So look, we're gonna go through the last four. It's getting close to game time. 4:00 games are also going on real quick. Cardinals versus Panthers. Cam Newton, hey, back on the team.
You got your wish.
Yeah, we can't say you call Cam. Somebody finally called Cam. I'm glad you're back. You're not playing this week, but
he's
actually
gonna play this week. He's just not starting.
Right. He's not gonna start. So he's actually on the bench. And PJ Walker, hey Nathan, this is the opportunity. PJ Walker gets a chance to show what he can do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's against the best team in the league.
But they are missing their best two players.
Murray's not playing, and I think DeAndre Hopkins is not playing.
They're both unlikely to play. So it's right now.
Okay,
but you can't see that their defense. But I like.
Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I need to check my fantasy real quick. I have Kyler in 2 leagues. Yet. But yeah, go ahead, Nathan.
I'm going to say the Arizona Cardinals. They're going to win that game.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the Panthers, but like I'm happy Cam Newton's back in the league, but the Panthers got a more going on than signing him.
Yeah.
They got an offensive line that's not good. It's just a lot, and they're making it. They're treating it like Sam Darnold's not coming back. So, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
I'm also going to choose the Cardinals. I think the Panthers are going to play better without Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold is a big part of the problem at Carolina right now. So Colt McCoy played really well last week as well, so I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I'm trying to save one of my fantasy leagues real quick. I'm going to go with the Cardinals as well. I do, however, think that, yes, they do have problems, but I think Cam will be a great help. And the reason why it's going to be 100% on Christian McCaffrey's health. If Chris McCaffrey can stay healthy, I think that little 1-2 punch between the two of them will make their offense a lot more potent. Not saying it's going to be a dominant offense, but I think they can kind of work it kind of like an RG3 Alfred Morris kind of thing. Both of them are solid. Look, C-Mac came back a week ago, and they're still kind of slowly getting him in, but he still had over 100 total yards. 52 rushing, 54 receiving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he's still involved in that offense. So I think that's going to be a dangerous combo. All right, moving on real quick. Dylan, I'm coming to you first. Eagles, Broncos. What do you think, man?
I'm going to take the Broncos. They had a big win last week against an NFC East team, the Cowboys, and I think they're going to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
Even without their starting tackle, because they're missing Garrett Bowles. Oh, they're missing their starting right tackle as well. So, that's going to be interesting.
Who you got, Nathan?
Broncos.
I can dig it. Look, Teddy Bridgewater, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. To Jalen Hurts, 11 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. I mean, Teddy is consistent. He gets the job done. Jalen Hurts is the entire offense of the Eagles. He's their leading rusher and he's their leading passer.
And people are saying that Jalen Hurts shouldn't be the starting quarterback. Jalen Hurts is one of the most underrated QBs in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. And I think one of the most underrated facts is the fact that Alabama has 3 starting quarterbacks in the league. Now, Tua has kind of fallen off.
All on the same team at one point.
Right. Right. And all 3 of them are starting. So, look, check it out. I think personally, the Eagles are going to do it because it's going to come down to the legs of Jalen Hurts because that pass defense, we saw how they shut down the Cowboys wide receivers a week ago. Surtain, those guys those guys are legit out there in Denver. So I don't and Devontae Smith, we got to shout him out real quick. Heisman Trophy winner. He's been kind of under the radar, having a pretty solid year. He's getting it done for being basically one of their only threats out there in Philly. But I actually got Philly in this one. I got Philly like 21-17. I think they could with Jalen Hurts wheels. I think they can get it done. All right, real quick, going to you, Dylan. Your guys. Yeah, I see what jersey you're wearing. Aaron Rodgers is back, but he's coming back against Russ in the snow. What do you think, man?
So we're missing Bakhtiari still. Eric Stokes might not play. He's questionable. Eric Stokes, I think, has been the best rookie corner so far this year. Because he's underrated. He's had some awful calls against him though, pass interferences. I remember he held Jamar Chase. nothing. He's been the number one corner for a while. So
Hmm.
if we have him, I think we win by a lot. But it's looking. I don't really know, to be honest. I think it's a game time decision, but I'm still gonna
Okay.
take the Packers because I think with Rodgers back, he's gonna dot up the awful Seahawks secondary.
Oh yeah. Now is Bakhtiari back?
No, he's
He's not.
doubtful.
Oh, he's doubtful. He's doubtful. Now, what I did hear, this is one thing I do want to quickly address. I did hear they were saying that Rodgers didn't practice though.
Yeah, because he was COVID thing. But was it couple of years? Or I think it was last year. He didn't practice because he was a close contact the whole week. Came in and had his best game of the year. So I'm not really stressed about that.
And maybe I'm setting up a future little video short, Nathan Snell. Practice? We're not talking about the game. We talk about practice. My man don't have to practice. Devontae Adams, he just said, they were talking about there's a regular playbook and there's an Aaron Rodgers playbook. Look, Nathan, what do you think is going to happen in this game, man?
Well, Jordan Love wasn't ready to come out there last week against Kansas City.
No,
I
not at all.
definitely felt like I think he was thrown to the fire. Russell Wilson's coming off a finger injury. I think Green Bay's going to pull this one out.
I can see it. It's in the snow.
Yeah.
I think that's all you need to say. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in Green Bay. It's in the snow. Look, the
I
cold
was looking at this. I think Green Bay has a 65% win percentage in the snow.
Yeah. The cold is one thing. The snow
It's
is
another.
a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? In Green Bay, and Russ, this is your first game back, and he had a hand injury. You know what I mean? Anybody that knows about playing any kind of football in the cold, if you have, it's cold enough with it being normal. If you have an injury on your hand, that definitely does not help it. So,
one bit.
I got Green Bay.
Chris Carson's out. The Seahawks just signed LaShawn McCoy for this snow game because he's amazing in the snow. I always remember him in the snow.
Hey, right. Yeah, you saw we did.
The Lions and
Right.
the Colts he was against.
It was the Colts and Buffalo. What are those? Yeah, with Philly.
Yeah.
He dominated, man. He dominated. But look, real quick, man, the games are starting to start. We have to go into the Sunday night game. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Look, right around this time last year, Nathan, we talked about it. The Chiefs, they got upset by the Raiders, and then the Chiefs went on to do, what they did. We saw they were in the Super Bowl. This is a very different Raiders team, maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Nathan?
Oakland Raiders, guarantee.
Woo! I like that. I like that. I absolutely like that. Yeah, man. The Chiefs, they're 3-2 in their last 5 games, but they got stomped by Buffalo. They got stomped by Tennessee. Dylan, what are you thinking, man?
But I think the Raiders just have too much drama surrounding them right now with Gruden, Ruggs, David Arnett, whatever's going on with David Arnett. It's just stupid. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are finally gonna start getting on the right foot.
Really? Okay. Now that division is divided by a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
In like 3
you got,
teams.
yeah, exactly. You got
all 4 teams are
all 4.
2 and 3.
Yeah, Chargers are at first at 5-3. The Raiders are second at 5-3. Chiefs are third at 5-4, and Denver is fourth at 5-4. Like this is
That's like the AL East in baseball.
right. It's craziness. It's absolutely craziness. Personally, I think I got the Raiders. I think that Raiders defense is going to show up. I think that Raiders defense is going to shock some people. And in the Chiefs offense, look, albeit Hill still has 68 receptions. He's second in the league in receptions. He still has, under almost 800 receiving yards. Kelsey still has receptions. He's doing it. But Mahomes,
not the same quarterback right now.
Maybe he's been found out. Yeah.
He's looking real human.
Yeah, he really is. He absolutely
he
is.
only had 13 points as an offense against Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's not Eric Bieniemy, Andy Reid offense that I've known for the last 4 or 5 years.
No. And we go back to that last game where they won 13-7 against. I mean, that in that game, you're going against a team that already does not have their leader,
and we're missing We're missing 3 of our best players on defense.
Well, right,
and our number 2 corner.
it's very interesting to me. But today is going to be either a get right game or it's a get back in your place game for the Chiefs. They need to figure out what they got going on. And one more game we will talk about, the Monday Night Football game, the 7-2 Rams versus the 3-5 49ers. Now on paper, we all see the Rams have been stockpiling weapons left and right, but there's something I need to say. The 49ers own a 5-game winning streak against the Rams. Don't know that? The last 5.
But they're not the same team.
Well, obviously.
And they have been really struggling. Their defense isn't the same. Jimmy G can't stay healthy.
Mm.
I think really quick, Sean, if you don't mind, I think it's a little unfair to kind of call for Kyle Shanahan's job. That doesn't make any sense to me.
They were doing that.
But I'm going to say the Los Angeles Rams. I think Von Miller's going to get his first sack as a Ram, and I think OBJ is going to get his first touchdown as a Ram.
Yeah.
I'm also going to take the Rams. I don't think the game's going to be close. I think it's going to be a blowout from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, look, like you allude to, OBJ signed with the Rams. They already got Von Miller now on the team. Robert Woods is out, so OBJ will then hop into potentially that place. Hopefully he has a great game. But look, there's one man on that team that in my position is leader in the receiving ranks. That's Cooper Kupp. This man has, at this particular point, 74 receptions first, over 1,000 receiving yards first, 10 touchdowns first, all 3 are first. He is only the second player, him and Jerry Rice, to have in the first 9 games over 1,000 receiving yards. Cooper Kupp, in my opinion, at this particular point, MVP. That's what it is, man.
I agree.
And OBJ, hopefully OBJ comes in there, acts right, does what he needs to do, because you got a lot of personalities on that team. Yeah. But if he can, I'm scared of them.
And OBJ is already in a starting role because Robert Woods, on the same day they signed him, tore his ACL.
Yeah, look.
David Rice. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Wow.
That's not
David
right.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
Tanya Harding. Come on, man.
Yo, shout out David Rice. Hey, practice? We talking about practice? Yeah. Hey. Appreciate you watching, Dave. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, the games have gotten underway. They have started. I want to take a minute, appreciate the panelists that have been with me. My guy, the young junior reporter, Mr. Dylan Walsh. Thanks, sir. And you know who it is. The guy that came in. Look, is that the church robe? Does he have the church robe on? No, I know it's just a jacket.
No, it's just a jacket. It's not a robe.
My guy, Mr. Nathan Snell, host of Big Nate Talk podcast. I'm sorry, my bad. I started turning the TV on. All right, hey, appreciate you guys being with us. Hey, join us this coming week. We got a bevy of shows between myself and Nathan Snell. Definitely gonna get Dylan back on there with us, and enjoy today's day of football.
Let's go, guys.
Let's go, Washington. Prove me wrong.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The line. The line. New man looks in so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.